While both countries possess the bomb, the concern remains whether a situation can arise in which the weapons are actually used. Who will take the action first? Or will the idea of a deterrence hold up? Even to the point where conventional war contradicts reason. Is it preferable for India and Pakistan to bind themselves to economic deterrence through trade, for example, rather than nuclear deterrence? Should the neighboring states focus on improving the socio-economic structures rather than spending a significant amount of their budget on defense?
Pakistan has a policy which says that they will not, like the United States did and still continues to do, the United States does not have a no first use policy. It's always the conventionally stronger country which is able to claim that we are prepared to enunciate and announce a no first use policy. The conventionally weaker country, whether in this case it's Pakistan, but it's in the case of during the Cold War, it was the United States confronted with a much stronger conventional enemy in the form of the then Soviet Union and its European allies. So I think this is a very complex area where no conventionally weaker country will ever give up its right to have a deterrent capability where it does not subscribe to the notion of no first use.
India knows that if our backs are against the wall, I suppose, we'll have no option.
So we might have that, but I think we shouldn't even contemplate that, because you're talking of the first strike would be enough to knock the hell out of India, Pakistan. We are so close to each other in terms of borders, and I think that it's madness even to discuss such options with clinical detachedness when it involves millions of lives. I would preclude that option at all. Then what is left after all? If you've already struck, then I think the party is over, because you've killed millions on both sides, and I think killing humanity, then I think it would be better set issues aside. I think the leaderships on both countries is, in my view, more sophisticated.
I can say this to you straight away. In the ultimate analysis, civilian leaders will not even matter. Maybe they'll not even be asked.
5 कामयाब एटमी तजुर्बात किए हैं.
Yes, but you got the weapons. If you go to war, what will happen? It's not a proven fact. It's not happened so far, thank God, but it could happen. Some madman sitting there will press the button and you'll have nuclear war. and 1 or 2 bombs in Pakistan will finish Pakistan, but won't destroy India in 1 or 2 attacks, you see. I think it's a very dangerous thing. If you're playing with fire, totally unnecessary. And you know, Kurt Waldheim, the Secretary General of the United Nations in the 60s, I think, he said that the United States is spending as much on nuclear weapons as the whole world is on health. Whole world. Nobody tells us how much we are spending on nuclear weapons. It's breaking our back. People who are on the starvation level, who don't get enough to eat, have to have this thing, this stupid idea of we are nuclear power. Who are you going to use your nuclear weapons against? If you use one, you will get destroyed.
We talked about this when President Musharraf, General Musharraf, then President Musharraf, went to Agra for the summit talks in 2001. The letters exchanged both had one common phrase: poverty is the common enemy in both countries. Poverty is the enemy that we should both be fighting together.
Taken as a collective, over 50% of the population in India and Pakistan live below the poverty line. The institutions responsible for making available necessary provisions to the public, such as basic healthcare, are in dire conditions. This may be the socio-economic reality on the ground, but the nullification of military hostilities remains each country's high priority, which necessarily requires a high budget. And although nuclear deterrence may be the strategy of the day, there is an adverse effect: increased insecurity as the stakes are high. and a resolution to this quagmire remains way off until India and Pakistan reach an accord on the one dispute that has plagued their relations, Kashmir.